Hi, this is Tully, and today I'm going to just test out some new Letraset Promarkers that I got. They're the neutral tones, which is just like sets of grey. There's like a black right at the bottom there, and then it goes up right to the lightest grey. So I'm going to test that out and try and colour this old drawing that I've done. You can't see the full drawing at the moment, but I'll try and move the paper around, as and when I'm colouring it in or something like that. So let's go. So I've got like sort of the darkest grey, which I want to go have all the darkest colours under the eyes. And any other shadowed areas around the top of the eyes as well. So they're quite good, these art markers. I've got quite a few over Christmas, so there's all different, many shades of colours. I thought this grey set would be, I don't know, just to give it a grey tone to some drawings usually works. So many dark areas there. So these bits I want to have a bit of shadow on one side of these like spike parts. Try and add a bit of shading underneath, as I was saying. And anywhere else where you think that could, do with a bit of shading, just to maybe define the shape of the head. And these Pro markers, they've got like a thinner tip, and they've also got like a chisel tip. But I don't think I really need the chisel tip on these bits really at the moment. It's only really used for larger areas to colour in. So a lot of this in here like has to be more darker. Fill all that area in. The good thing about these markers is you can overlay colours as well. So when I start to overlay some of the other greys, they'll sort of blend in as well, and because like the subtle tones as well, they'll sort of blend quite well together. So I think that's it for that colour for now. I'm not sure about the eyes, but I'll come back to that in a minute. So now I've got a slightly lighter grey to that one, which you can see on the outside is slightly lighter. So I'm going to do a little bit of this because there's not much difference. I'm just going to start to layer it up, but maybe do some like texture like this, just to try and change things up so you can see the sort of the tone. It's sort of different and lighter, so just going to add a little bit of this just in key areas, maybe up here, pen over there, and maybe in between here. Fill in some blank area there because it's more, I've left a bit of a gap there with the drawing. So adding a lighter shade here, and it's sort of effective. You can't see until you start adding the other greys and things like that, but you can add layers of this, you know, these ink markers. You can see some sort of gradients in tone, you know, like change in tone as well. Maybe I've got a shadow there with that one, since I forgot to do that with the other. And maybe some of these outer ones will be all shaded with the lighter greys. It separates the rest of the drawing. So I'm gonna put that one aside and get the next grey, which is even lighter. There, it's a cool grey 3. I forgot to say the names. That was a cool grey 4, and the beginning one was a cool grey 5. So put them there. So I get this lighter one. I'm sort of assuming that the teeth will be the lightest colour because I want them to stand out a bit more. So I might do them with the final 2 shades. So we can start to add a good bit of this colour. Just the key areas on the drawing is to make it look more like shaded. It's looking more like a pencil shaded drawing, except with markers. That's what I want to sort of achieve. Slight tone on that dribble. Still trying to work out this camera placement to try and get the full drawing. I'd like to get the full drawing in, but it's kind of hard at the moment. I'm working on creating a little sort of a rig where I can fix like something to the top of this drawing board. I can put camera on there and just try and experiment with it for a bit. I've tried that in the past and it just didn't work out for some reason, but I'm determined to make it work this year, just for the sake of making it easier to make videos. Instead of holding the camera, I don't want to do much of that this year. I'll do a little bit of it, but not much. You see the tone of this now. You can see some, especially on that bit there, and on the top of the head here, we can start to work on creating some more texture in between. So I really like these pens. I'll be getting some more of these because they do run out quite quick with them being markers. I haven't really had a problem with them drying out, but I suppose in the summertime you might get that problem if you don't store them correctly. So I'm gonna have to store them and just make sure they don't dry out. But for now they're quite good markers. I'm happy with drawing these. I might just do that for the eyes. Quickly fill in the other areas there. There's a few little areas here that need to be filled in. Maybe I can do cheeky line on the teeth. That's something we can build on there. So on to the next pen, which is a cool grey 2, which is even lighter. So oops, I dropped the all on the pens. So I can go over some of them areas where I've added the cool grey 3 pen. Might be worth going over some of the other areas. You won't see this pen as much, but you find if you add colour in layers, it looks that much more effective. You can certainly notice the tone of this to the previous grey. It's more, I don't know how to describe it, more stone-like, you know. If that, I don't think that helps to describe the colour, but or even the lighting really helps to describe that. But anyway, moving on. It's just about trying to blend certain areas now. Sure it all looks quite nice. I'm going to turn that around a bit. With this old drawing being like an old demon head, you've got like loads of wrinkles and loads of stuff that you can try and, you know, put in the shade and add some layers to it, so it's good for doing things like that. Yeah. So we've got a near completed drawing. I've got a cool grey 1 which is really light, but you might not see, probably see a few little things, but it's quite light. We'll only add this in a few areas. and that's about it. That's it, that'll do for now. I've just tested out them neutral tone markers and I think they're really good. So what I'll do is I'll scan the drawing in. Now what? Because it'll come up real small. What I'll do is I'll just take a picture and yeah, show you at the end. So I'll see you in the next video. Cheers now.